Namaskar. Use of stem cell derived from hair follicle for the conversion of miniaturized hair to terminal hair. No conflict of interest. The studies done by Sobey and by the Regenera proves that there is a role of stem cell derived from the hair follicle in the treatment of androgenetic alopecia. Every year we watch, listen many speakers, and we have seen the many studies and scientific paper promoting that hair follicle derived stem cells do help in management of androgenetic alopecia, but we do not know how to separate, how to dissociate them, and how to conform these stem cells. So my aim of this talk is that to provide you a knowledge of economical and user-friendly method to separate the stem cell from the hair follicle by enzymatic dissociation using the trypsin, and how to conform these cells and count them. The material and method is the hair follicle harvested during the hair transplant procedures, dry trypsin powder, a wash media, MCBD 153, incubator, and a local path lab who are doing the leukemia or the lymphoma panel, because they have the flow cytometer and the CD marker which we need 44, 200 and 34, and a PRP setup. This is our local pathology lab having the flow cytometer and the CD markers. We have one vendor who provides a kit for it, which has got a pipette, wash media, dry trypsin powder, and a microfilter and the tubes for the procedure. Even you can find out at your place and in your country, and you can make such arrangement. Method is, during hair transplant procedure, a total of 100 to 125 hair follicles are taken for enzymatic dissociation. The hair follicles may be transected, partially transected, and even full healthy hair follicles are also included. These hair follicles are washed with wash media, and dry trypsin powder is mixed with a wash media MCBD 153 to prepare the trypsin enzymatic solution. Then these hair follicles which we have washed are transferred to this trypsin enzymatic solution. This tube is kept in an incubator for 90 minutes. During this period, at every 20 minutes, the tube is shaken for the mechanical enhancement of separation of hair follicle stem cells. Then this is filtered using a microfilter. The filtrate is centrifuged for 16 minutes at 5000 rpm. The stem cell get precipitated at the bottom of the tube. These are the stem cells from the hair follicle. These cells are separated and mixed with the autologous freshly prepared PRP solution. Now this is ready for the clinical use. But before that, we need to confirm. One thing I want to tell you, after getting stem cell dissociated from the hair follicle, at the end you get the stem cells and you get only the shaft of the hair, which proves that the hair follicle which we put in the trypsin, all cells got separated and you get the hair shaft. And you send that sample in saline for the confirmation of stem cells using the CD marker 44, 34 and even the 200, and also the cell count. And this is the picture. You get report like this. Once the laboratory data results confirm the presence of stem cell, means CD44 for the epithelial derived stem cells from the bulb, and CD34 and CD200 mesenchymal stem cells from the bulb, then we can start using on the patient. The selection criteria is the patient having miniaturized hair in mid-scalp and or crown area and not covering by the hair transplant, and they are not taking pharmacotherapy to treat those miniaturized area. Patient gives consent for this, and important thing is we are not charging extra payment for this. The injection is same as we have been doing the PRP. 0.1 to 0.2 ml in each 1 square centimeter area is injected in an area which has got miniaturized hair follicle but not in the area where it is totally bald. The follow-up result shows this is the one case in which the miniaturized hair follicles are there. We did the transplant in the front, and the mid-scalp and backside area we did the stem cells injection. After 6 months, the results were amazing. Even I got confused that I have done the transplant in total area or not. Another similar case, we did the transplant in mid-scalp and the frontal, and in vertex area we did the hair follicle stem cells injection. The results was also increasing in this case. Then this another case, same thing we did, hair transplant front, and the results are again quite good. Another case, front area, hair transplant, hair follicle stem cells, and the results is this. So the advantage of this procedure is no separate procedure we are doing for it. Use of transected follicles is being done. The treatment of miniaturized existing hair for which the patient was otherwise not willing to take any pharmacotherapy. And this is a user-friendly, economical method and does not need much of the instrument. Confirmation of cells can be done by your local path lab. The conclusion is short-term small study shows increasing results in terms of conversion of miniaturized hair to the terminal hair. Detailed long-term multi-center studies are needed, and long-lasting result cannot be expected because stem cell therapy is not treating the underlying cause. Thank you.